Hi and welcome. I'm Monia Gates. I'm the artist behind Color My Dreams. Tonight we are doing part 3 of Leandra the Pirate. So, welcome to all my patrons that just finished the stream. The background is available on my Patreon. And so the wood texture and the rope texture. Tonight we're going to do the neck, the lips, and the gold and the beads. We see how far we go. Hi Janine. Hi Sherry. Hi Rina. Tani Rina. Welcome. Hi Lizzie. Hi Pam. Welcome. So I'm just going to zoom in so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to give the camera a small chance just to adjust. There's a little bit of a delay. I just want to see how the focus is. Hi Sonia. Welcome. Hi Bridget. Welcome. So I've opted not to do a too difficult neck, just with a little bit of shading, not too much detail, um, because yeah, just to keep it simple and easy for everybody. So we're going to do the neck and the lips tonight. We're going to start with those, and then we'll move over to the little gold clips and the beads. Oh, thank you, Mum. Yes, I've started on the feather. I just have one more feather and the bottom section to do and to finish the hair with the light casting off. And then she's done. Or maybe patterning on the headscarf or headband. Okay, so this is how far we got. So the first color I'm going to use is henna. Can everybody hear me okay and see me okay? Thank you, Janine. Thank you, Lizzie. So the first color is henna. I'm starting from the mouth corners, darkening it, and this is shape shadowing. So to get the shape right on the lips, we're first just shaping it. We'll tone it just now. We're going to touch a little bit on shadows within shadows. In the middle, a little bit. Is anybody coloring with me? Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Okay, before we carry on with more of the shape shadowing, I'm just going to take black raspberry to darken the middle line, because we don't want to lose the detail, otherwise you won't know where the line is. Okay, not today, Bridget. So now the mouth corners, take your black raspberry as PC1095. So we're giving it a little bit of definition, but just enhancing the shadows. Just a little bit. Now back to my henna. Now shading it in. I'm using circular motions at the moment just to smooth it out. And take it up. I'm taking it a little bit further on the side. And the same on the side. Now I'm taking henna at the bottom lip. I'm leaving a little gap, about a millimeter. And bring the shadow down. In the middle, and again, but this time take it a little bit further to the side. The upper lip will cast the shadow onto the bottom lip. Hi Alison, welcome. So put the shadow in. Next color I'm going to use is Nectar. Mom, can you maybe just give me the code, please? Now, I'm giving a light layer of Nectar over the whole upper lip. And also over the whole bottom lip. Now, this little gap that you left open, draw it or cover it with the Nectar. Next is Mahogany Red, PC 1029. Nectar was 1092, and now I'm taking Mahogany Red 1029. Small circular movements. And we're slowly building up the layers. Bring it down. Next, henna again. Take it a little bit higher over the nectar. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of Light Umber, PC 941. To the middle and bring it down. And here in the middle. Also down here. Soften that line. Hi Caroli. Caroli. Not sure how to pronounce it. Caroline. Sorry, I looked at Lizzie. Caroline. Welcome, Caroline. Next, I'm going to use PC 945. So we're working a little bit of browns into the lips because we want a soft look. And you can tone it more pink, more red. It's really up to you. Next is Chestnut. Back to Henna. Next is a little bit of pink. PC 929. Now go to the top, bring the pink down. Here in the middle, a little bit of pink. On the edge, soften that edge, go onto your skin. Now I'm just taking some nectar and just soften that line. Soften the edge here where it's dark. And soften. Hi Chantal, welcome. Next I'm going to take Beige Sienna and just go over the pink on the side. Also here where the shadow area is. Next is Clay Rose, PC1019. Then Sandbar Brown, just a little in the shadow area. In the mouth corner. Then Eggshell. Lighten it slightly. So you have short, smooth edges. You don't have harsh lines. Next is pink again. Hi, Color Smile. Welcome. Then henna again. And blend in that soft edges. Enhance the shadow here. Mahogany red. Then a little bit of Terra Cotta, PC 944. Hi viewers of you, welcome. So now I'm going to darken the mouth corner where the little white line starts. And just warm it up. The same here. Soften your edges. Next is blush pink, PC 928. Thank you, viewers of you. Now we soften the highlight. Soften your edges. Soften the edges here. Then henna. Right on the edge. Make that white line smaller. And here disappears. And right here we want it to disappear. So go slightly over the line. This is 70% French grey. Go around it onto the skin. Then eggshell, just rework your highlight there. And here. Then take white. Here's a white highlight, white here, and this is all with a light hand. It's soft pressure. Highlighted here. Then a little bit of Nectar. And Henna. Oops, that's not Henna. Here's Henna. And blend it in. Now I'm going to take my white and draw the little lines. Hi Barbara, welcome. Thank you, Barbara. And blend it in. Now I'm going to take black and from the mouth corner, then here is a shadow towards the upper lip. Terra Cotta again. Henna. Over your Terra Cotta. Now I'm going to take a little bit of black raspberry again and just blend above the little black line that you've just added. Flicking motion. And a little bit onto the bottom lip. Hi Abby, welcome. And then Nectar, blend it out. You'll see your holes is almost closed. So a little bit more henna. And there we go. Now I'm going to move over to her neck. I'm going to take a light layer of Chartreuse. We've already done the Chartreuse down here up until the beads. So I'm just doing a light layer in between the two strings of beads. Let me just move it up. Oh, that's too much. Let me just zoom out a little bit. For skin, yes, Sherry, for skin. It gives a nice brightness to the skin. Then black raspberry, a light layer. Then bring in your shadows. Now, keep in mind the shape that the neck is doing. So it is really dark in the corners to give the round shape. Then we have a shadow that's being casted onto the neck by the jawline. So then we have a shadow here. So, and then you have a little part that's coming out. So you need to round your shadow. Then you have a shape shadow on this side. A little bit down here. Then also in between your beads, bring that shadow in. And then also the side of the neck, darken it. Bring your shadow more towards the middle. Oopsie. And then a thin line where the jacket starts. And here where the hair will cast a slight shadow. Next, we are going to use Espresso. So give the whole shadow a light layer of Espresso. Espresso is 1099. Has anybody started this page? I've seen Sonia's one. That one looks beautiful. Oh, great. So, see, there's a couple of you. Can't wait to see them. Next, we're going to bring in the highlights. So now instead of using a light white, because this section of the skin is in shadow, it's in between hairs, it's in between the jacket, but you still need to show the shape and a slight light that will be like a reflective light that's on the skin in the front. So now I'm going to use Eggshell. Go over the shadow line. Hi Renee, welcome. Next I'm going to take Light Umber. Now I'm going to bring the shadow line out a bit. Now I'm enhancing the shadow line here by the neck and here. And most people see the two highlighted marks and they make them very prominent, but they are actually not that prominent if you look at it, except when the person is really, really skinny. We'll do more necks in future. You have bones coming towards here, and there's a highlight here, for example. But you can't see it in between all the beads. Oh, I've drawn a merman, viewers of you. There's a new merman in the shop. And if you're a patron, then it's one of the patron pages that they got for mermaid. Sonia, we will do that with the light source. Um, when you do subtle um, light and how it affects it when it's in bright light. We'll do it in June. We'll do torsos and necks and faces and how to handle where the shadows are on Patreon. Oh, this is Nectar. Give it all a light layer. This is an example of a neck that we did previously in the public stream. This is where the one that we're doing now has a shadow area here. This one is because the light is coming from the front, where the light falls to shape it, and where the shadows are, and where to um, add them. And here you can see the bone coming in. Where with this one, you can't really see the bone so prominently because she's got beads and shadow there. Give another layer. And now you can see I'm softening the lines. So the difference between the light and dark is not as prominent when you're doing necks, except when there is a like a light source in front or on the side, or where they can catch, where the skin will catch it. And then also round about here you'll see that the shadow line will disappear, but we'll do that just now. Next I'm going to use mineral orange. So sorry to hear that of you. Warm it up. So we're warming up the skin tone because she's in a sunset. Next is chocolate. Chocolate is species 1082. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of pumpkin orange. No, thank you, viewers of you. Next is Nectar again. Give it all a light layer. No, not yet, but I've received a post office slip late this afternoon, so I'm going to fetch it tomorrow and then check whether it's my happy mail. I will definitely let you know. Next is Chestnut. Yes, it's getting really short, this nectar of mine. I think I've been using too much nectar. Now we're slowly building up the layers. Oh, sorry, Janine. I forgot who I had to send it to. And I just sent it to Bridget, I think. She reminded me. Remind me again, Janine. Then I'll send it to you. Next is Henna. And Renee. Okay, Sherry. Oh, awesome. On the 20th. Gee whiz, they take a long time to dispatch from there. But I will let you know, Renee, as soon as I receive it. Next is black raspberry. Oh my word, Bridget. I will also let you know. I received a slip. I will have to check which one it is. Not sure. But our postal service in South Africa is not really that great. They are a bit slow. Next is Beige, oh, Light Umber. Have you all voted on the patron and uh, for the pages? I see there's a couple of patrons here that wasn't in the previous stream. Just a friendly reminder to go and vote. We will be doing light sources next month in Patron, but in-depth study of light source and applying it to images to create interest. So instead of just doing plain shape shadows on your face, once you bring in a light source, it creates interest in any image, of whether it's an object or a face or whatever it is that you're doing. And we will be doing that in depth study. Also, like we did the color theory with a little bit of theory. And a lot of you do it without you knowing. Now a little bit of Sandbar Brown, BC 1094. Now, our postal service, you have to go and collect it. Our couriers deliver to our homes, but we don't get packages. I think it will get stolen if they leave it anyway in, outside. So they don't. The courier service is delivered to our home and ring the doorbell and wait for you to sign for it. We've got lots of courier services in South Africa. It's probably job creation. Yes, it's an the old angel that we've done in Patreon, that one that we did the wings and all the tutorials. We finished the complete page. That's in the event, but I'll probably draw another one for the event. There's an angel event, Caroline. It's posted in the Facebook group. Katerina is organizing the event. Next is Nectar. And it's 30 artists that came together to do the angel event. With the admins. No, the schedule is not out so far, but it's the whole of next month. Yes, you will have to complete it, Janine. Next is mineral orange again. So you see it's a soft play of shadow at the moment. But now I'm going to soften this one line here. So I'm going to take Beige Sienna, soften the shadow line here, bring it in. Little bit of Greyed Lavender. And soften it some more. Yes, there is some whips that we do have that we, because people ask for backgrounds and then there's not enough backgrounds on some of the whips, so you have to do backgrounds on other images, or they ask for hair um, specifically, or lips or something like that that people vote for. So it's difficult to complete a page and accommodate the um, so it's difficult to accommodate tutorials that's needed and complete pages. But I think I'll complete pages in public stream overall. I think that will make it easier. If we do something on Patreon, then it's easy to finish it off in the public stream. Oh, thank you, Sonia. It's just soft. It's not harsh lines. As you see, I'm building the whole time over the lines, so it's soft lines. Next is Nectar again. Then Light Umber. And bring in the shadows. What is it? Some of the tutorials that you don't have the numbers of, um, Lizzie? Yes, I think I'll do that. Finish all the pages that we have as whips and then carry on new pages. Maybe some of them we can finish the complete page. Say, for example, a subject like light source, like we would do in June. You can complete the whole page. I can show you how it will affect the background, how it will affect different things. So that is a good one to actually do. But if it's something like glass, then you need to do a different page for that. 70% French grey. Next is black raspberry. Yes, so we will be finishing our pages. But some of them I leave things out for you to finish. Something small like the hair. Unless you want me to finish the whole page. Like we're doing with this one. Next is pumpkin orange. I find here towards the end of a page, there's lots of people watching the streams when it's something like skin or something to that extent. And then towards the end of the stream, once you start finishing it up, then there's a lot less people in the streams. Or maybe that's just me. When you start an image, there's lots of people in the stream. But then when you finish it up and one or three, part two or three, then there's not as many people in the stream. Yeah, I think sometimes there's a lot of tutorials. Say, for example, on Patreon, there is a lot of tutorials on different color hair, for example, that you can use on a page. Say, for example, like this one, with the reflection light is already has been already done. Then nectar. Unless you find that you need help with it, then we can definitely do it. but I'm open for suggestions. Next is Espresso. But it's good for people to give us feedback on what they like and what they want. So then we can do tutorials and um, streams doing what you like to see. So it's good to let us know so that we know what you like. So you can always PM me or send me an email or message me in Patreon. Next is Sienna Brown, PC 945. Or DM me in Instagram, PM me in Facebook. Um, Janine, the only problem that I found with that is, say for example, I list or I give you the list of all the pencils that I've used. Then I, for example, time catches or we take a little bit longer than what I thought we would use. And then there's more pencils on your list than what we have used in the stream. And then I had people complain that there's pencils on the list that we didn't use. So I find it easy to just list the pencils that's on the table that I've used in this specific stream. So I take out my pencils because I color the image beforehand. I put all of them down on the table, and then as we go along, I put them on the other side so that I list all of them afterwards so that I know it's exactly the pencils that's been used. And I also have um, yes, that's why I've colored this page, working out which pencils I've used, for example, and then I color it again live. So I'm coloring the images twice, all the tutorials. But I can look into it for you, Janine. Next is Henna. Next is Dark Umber, PC 947. Next is Chestnut, PC 1081. Okay, Janine, I'll send you a list. But if I don't use all of them, don't get cross. And they won't be in order of use when I send you a list. They will just be a list. My mom actually writes down the order, and then I double check it to the pencils, and then we type it in, or we I add it into the description afterwards so that they're in order. Next is Nectar again. No problem, Janine, I'll do that for you. Next, Mineral Orange. Next, Chestnut again. Next, Henna. Next, Espresso. So you can see that there's shadows within the shadow. That is what we're doing at the moment. Black Raspberry. Chestnut. Oopsie, Henna. Oh, you needy. You need Janine. And next is Beige Sienna. You may be needy. No problem with that. Then mineral orange. Go slightly over the line. Then nectar again. And you'll see that your holes are starting to close. Soften your shadow line slightly. What is this one? Chocolate. Bring that shadow over. Do the same here. Then we need some warmth again. Pumpkin orange. Then nectar. Beige Sienna, and now you can start to see its soft transitions of the neck. It's not harsh lines. Next is Eggshell. Henna, Chestnut, Black Raspberry again, and then indigo blue. In the really darkest spots, I add a bit of indigo. Next, I'm going to use Cloud Blue PC1023. Oh, thank you, Sherry. So now just highlight. So if this is your dark shadow or little shadow line, then highlight this section. So here will be a light shadow. On this one, a little bit. Here, where the bone would be. But it will come down here. And then Light Umber. See, this necklace is right there where the change happens. So it's difficult to show you on this image, but we will do some more next. Beige Sienna. Eggshell. Barbara, it's just by toning. You can do the same. Next is pumpkin orange. And then nectar. So now you can keep on blending, but that's basically what you would do. You can go slightly darker here. Let's go Sienna Brown. Just down here where the beads are. Hold on. Let's go slightly darker. And nectar. Blend it in. Thank you, Caroline. So now let's do some easy gold clips. I'm basically just going to draw, because there's a small, just draw straight down lines. So first, I'm going to do first one is white. So not right on the edge. Okay, let's start right on the edge. Let's take sunburst yellow. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Lizzie. I'm just sharpening some of the pencils because I've used them in the cloud tutorial. Let's zoom a little bit out. So first I'm going to start with the sunburst yellow. I'm drawing a thin line right on the edge. Right on the edge on all three. Then thank you, Chantal. That's funny, Barbara. Then I'm going to draw white right next to it. White. Then canary yellow right next to your white. Then goldenrod right next to it. So all I do, let me just zoom in and see if you can see better. Bye, Sonia. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay. So the first one was right here. If you look at the edge, that was my sunburst yellow. Then it was white. Then it was canary yellow. And then it was goldenrod. Just lines, nothing else. Plain and simple. Because it's so small, you don't go into too much detail with the gold. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Then I'm going to take, for a little bit of warmth, what is this? I think mineral orange. Right next to your goldenrod, I'm doing a thin line of mineral orange. Then black. Black. Thank you, Renee. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Then light umber. Light umber right next to the black. Then dark umber. I think I'm just gonna, what is this color? Sienna Brown, right next to the black. I'm going over my, right next to the black on the side. And then goldenrod. Then take your white and just go over your white line again so it can stand out a bit more. Go with your canary yellow right over your canary yellow one. Hard pressure. Then take your black go around the edge at the top where the hair will be, so your hair will shade into that. Hi Dan. Now I'm just sharpening my white. Now I'm going to take goldenrod and just darken a little bit right next to the white. Now on the edge we're just doing white a little bit just below the black line. And if you want it a little bit more orangey, add more orange, more of the sienna. If you want it a little bit more greener toned, then just add a little bit more light umber. It's really up to you. And if you want a double line of black, you can always add another one. Like here, for example. It's up to you. But just play and have some fun. And this is just goldenrod again. I don't want two lines. There we go. So I'm just bringing it back to where it was. And there's my black line. Go. and my white line. So once you do the hair, you'll see that it will stand out and look like your little gold clips. See, once you, for example, do the black of the hair, and then the beads, that's also not difficult. We can do any color. Let's do red. Let's do one of these. I'm going to use PC924. Leave a little light and here solid plain one color. Color the bead, put in your highlight so that you don't lose it, and this is just white. Go round and round. I'm pressing hard in the middle and then lift the pressure towards the outside so that it blends in. Then right on the edge, put a little bit of white. Yes, crimson red. Then take Crimson Lake. No, not Crimson Lake. Let's take Black Raspberry. Black Raspberry. Darken the bottom. Darken it a little bit down here. Little bit in this corner. Darken the top, the bottom. There we go. And then right on the edge a little bit. Then just take your black once you've done your hair and then just really give it a nice shadow around it so it can stand out nicely. Do the whole of the bead so that when you do the hair, oh, this is a plait, yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. Dan, I agree. And then you can warm up your light here. So you can take a little bit of eggshell, go around it, soften it a bit, take the red again. Then with a little bit of sunburst, just go over that white. And then I will take mineral orange, go over your white that you got around the white, and then just shade your white into it. Bye, Sherry. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And this is black again. And then right here at the bottom, just do your red. And that's it. So you can do all different colors. For example, like this. Different colors. I've got the red and the blue and the green. Greeny browny color. So that's it for the gold clips, the beads, the lips, and the neck. Let's quickly do a page giveaway. I got so busy I completely forgot about a page giveaway. Let's do a page giveaway quickly. You can choose a number between 1 and 100. You can win an Etsy page from my store. So you all can go now. Oh, it's still that 924 that I used, Mom. So you can all go now. Choose a number. No, Barbara, you can play. Thank you, Lizzie. Barbara, we can do that one just now, quickly. And then I'll just show you the colors. Okay, is all the numbers in? Okay, let's go. Stop. Ten is the lucky number. So who's the closest to 10? Not over or under, just the closest. I think next week we can do some the color of the hair a little bit so that you can see the shading of it, um, the different colors that I've used, and the headband. And maybe I'll add a pattern to the headband just to keep it interesting. And then she will be done. Bridget. Congratulations, Bridget. Abby, 13. Abby? No, Bridget is the closest to 10. Yeah, closest to the number 10. Congratulations, Bridget. You can um, PM me or DM me and with your choice of page, and then we can I can email it to you. Okay, let's quickly do the green bead. The green bead is easy, but so with the green, I've used PC 988. So make the whole bead green. PC 988. Make the whole green bead green. Then I've added just a touch of peacock. Then take Light Umber, go all around where you will put your highlight. Then I add chocolate on the outer edge just to tone down the green because I don't want the green to be too bright. Then white, your highlight, blend it in, and on the outer edge. Then back to 988 and just blend it in nicely. Then first take indigo blue right on the edge. Then chocolate over the indigo. And then black, similar to the red one. But now because this one, let me just see if I can bring it slightly closer. Right here, you need to show the shadow of the one above it. And go all around it. And chocolate again. There we go. And white. And that will give you that funny greeny browny color. So next week we can do the headband and the leather, and we'll see about the hair. So thank you, Abby and Mom, for being my mods. I really appreciate it. Thank you for each and every one that came out to watch the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all your support. And I hope to see you all next week. So leather next week, headband next week, and with all the details, the embroidered details. Thank you, Jan. See you all next week. Bye bye, everyone, and stay safe.